Hello everyone on YouTube. Like I said, I promised a review. I just got done watching this one with my mom. We had a horror night tonight. Watched this. Sorry about the glare, but watched this second uh, of the two movies we watched tonight. The first one was Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. I have to say, Paranormal Activity was not what I thought it'd be. It was very different. Very weird, I must say. But anyway, this is the movie I'm going to review tonight, and I will give you guys a review on Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, probably tomorrow or later on tonight. But anyway, let's check out the DVD first. You can see it come with a card and everything, and then you take the card out, you get your chapters. But the one thing that I really enjoy about this particular DVD is that it's got a ton of extra features on it. For example, it's got a couple of documentaries like feature audio commentary by director Tobe Hooper with David Gregory, director of Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Shocking Truth. And if any of you know, if you get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbook, that documentary is actually included in the Steelbook. It's got feature audio commentary by actors Bill Moseley and Carolyn Williams, with special effects makeup creator, of course, Tom Savini. The cutting room floor, which is deleted scenes, and it runs in the family and featurette, which is, I really enjoyed it. And 6 still galleries, and of course the artwork. I certainly do love this movie, but as always, the original is the king to me and always will be. But I mean, this DVD for $4 you couldn't beat. And plus the gruesome edition. See, I owned this DVD once before, but like I said, I went through a very bad breakup, and she took that with her. Mine had a slip cover that would go onto the DVD, which it wouldn't. I mean, it wasn't too good of a slip cover. I mean, you had to open the slip cover, and you had the saw and the body parts and all that, and the blood. The slip cover just had this saw, non-bloody, and I mean, but I particularly don't like this cover because the saw looks nothing like the one that he uses in the movie. For anybody that's wanting to know technical lingo or whatever, the actual chainsaw used in this movie is called a Poulan 4200 chainsaw. It's originally green. So I used to farm with my grandpa, and it was originally green, but they took the top cover off and everything else, and painted it orange and silver, which wasn't a bad looking saw in the movie, I don't think. And the one in the original is a Poulan 306A with 245A parts. If you guys want to check out what they look like, just remember Poulan 306A and Poulan 245A. They're almost the same identical saw, except that the gas tank and a couple of other things are different on the 245A. And they used the gas tank and the muffler, I think, on a 306A for the film. So, but in this one is a Poulan 4200. You can add anywhere from 16-inch bar to 20-some inch bar. I think 25-inch bar. But yeah, I mean, after you watch these movies as much as I have, you kind of figure out what kind of saws was used, and everything like that. But yeah, I was very happy. This is the spine here. Good shot of Dennis Hopper down there. But I was really happy to get this in the mail today because, like I say, I usually watch this one a ton if I'm not doing anything or if I'm bored. But for $4, you can't go wrong. I mean, $4 off eBay with free shipping, and I mean, I ordered it Thursday night, and it's here Saturday, so very quick delivery. Very happy that I got this one today, and my mother was very happy with her Paranormal Activity, the marked ones gift that I got her. I mean, yeah, it's a very cool movie. And I mean, I don't know why I'd be telling you all this, but if anybody stumbles upon this video, if you haven't seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, out of the whole series, these are my favorite DVDs. I mean, of the Chainsaw series. Part 3 was really good, but in my personal opinion, when The Next Generation with Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger, and when that come out, I think Kim Hinkle did a terrible job directing that film. I am not at all a fan of The Next Generation of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at all. It's like they tried to capture the original flair, but they just couldn't do it. I mean, that's a movie that I absolutely can't stand. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I've ever talked about that movie because I just am not a fan of it at all. The remakes, a few of those were really good. I especially enjoyed the beginning, the unrated beginning anyway. Don't know if you guys can get that in England or wherever, but the Texas Chainsaw Massacre unrated, the beginning, is definitely worth picking up. You can get it pretty cheap on eBay and Amazon now. I mean, mostly I get all my DVDs used, because if you go into a store or anywhere else, they're like $25 to $30. Some of them are. I mean, some of them are like 16, 17 bucks, but still, I mean, why pay 16, 17 bucks when you can get a brand new movie that somebody has probably watched once or twice, didn't like it or got tired of it or wasn't their cup of tea, and is selling it for like, $7, $8. But this one was $4. Like I said, I just can't get over the price because, I mean, plus shipping was free. I mean, you got to wonder if they actually made any money off of this. But, I mean, I was really glad to pick this up, and I'm really glad it came in the mail today. Still, I mean, she took my other DVD, so I didn't have all of them again, but if you guys only knew how much I worked hard to get this collection, you'd have no problem being mad that one of them was took, because when I was a kid, I'd watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it took me over 10 years to get the first one. And I mean, I'd go to old rental places. I'd ask them, is that still renting? They'd be like, no. Do you want to sell it? They'd say, yeah. So I picked up the series in pieces. Like, I think the first one I started off with was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 on VHS, Leatherface. Then I bought this one at a video store for $10 back then. Special ordered Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original from Hollywood Video years ago, and then had a special order Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Next Generation, off another video store. So yeah, I mean, it took a while to get all the series on VHS, and unfortunately during all the moves and stuff I've had to do, lost those. But the one things that I have took care of and made sure that I've always had the complete series is this one. Really enjoyed Texas Chainsaw 3D too. It's about time they made Leatherface the true anti-hero that he is. I mean, he can't help it. He's mentally unstable, and he don't know what he's doing. And that's where the, uh, the sympathy comes in from me, because, I mean, he's just a big baby. He don't know what he's doing. But I'm a big, huge Chainsaw fan, always will be. And like I said, guys, this is just a quick video letting you know, what it's about. Well, I should tell you what it's about. Basically, this film follows the uncle of Sally and Franklin, who were, Sally got away and Franklin unfortunately was killed in the first one. And the uncle, which is played by Dennis Hopper, named Lefty Handwright, has been hunting for the family that killed his niece, killed his nephew, and put Sally through that horrible night for 14 years. And finally, he tracks him down with the help of kind of an annoying, she's annoying when she screams anyway, disc jockey named Stretch, which is played by Carolyn Williams. And her co-buddy that helps her in the studio at night, named LG, which is played by Lou Perryman. Unfortunately, I learned a couple years back that Lou Perryman was murdered in real life by a insane person who went into his house and stabbed him to death. I know, it's amazing. But Lou Perryman, I must say, is really good in this. Chop Top, Bill Moseley. If you don't know who that is, check out just about any Rob Zombie movie. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I think he makes a little cameo appearance in Halloween, and he also is in the new Texas Chainsaw 3D. And this has been the first Texas Chainsaw that Gunnar Hansen actually makes a cameo in, is Texas Chainsaw 3D as well. Gunnar Hansen was offered the part of Leatherface in this film, but unfortunately, they didn't want to pay him enough to do the film, so he's unfortunately said no. But Bill Johnson plays Leatherface in this one. I've met him. He's a great guy, really nice and sweet. Gunnar Hansen is a pretty good guy. He really don't want you to waste his time or anything when you're standing there looking at his pictures for him to autograph. But yeah, Dennis Hopper was really great in the film, and the screenplay was done by L.M. Kit Carson. Very good script, I think, that he did. But the studio, Canon, I believe it was, got a hold of the film and did a lot of cuts that was unfortunately cut from the movie. They still ain't made a director's cut edition of this, but hopefully one day they will. Until then, guys, this is about the best DVD that you can get of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. There are 2 currently out. One of them consists only of a trailer, and the one I'm talking about is a black case with the words Texas Chainsaw 2 up here in red, and it's got Dennis Hopper on the cover. That one is really not worth the money if you can get this one. This is the one I definitely recommend because it has a ton of extra features. Meanwhile, the other one has just got the trailer to this one. This one also has got the trailer plus a lot more. But anyway, guys, if you've seen this movie, I'd love to know what you think. Just give me a comment in my comments box underneath this video. I mean, I love it. I love the movie. It's definitely worth having in your collection. And I mean, a lot of people would be like, well, I'll just get it because I own the rest of them. Well, this one's a really good movie in my opinion. Me and my uncle both used to watch this late at night, and I'd watch it late at night. I've watched it for years now, and still love it. It doesn't get old, and I mean, and it's got the classic line, "The Saw is family." This movie right here was the one that birthed that, and "Lick my plate, you dog dick." But anyway, guys, see you.